Motivation on Demand. My name is John Guyton, and you're with me at John Guyton Studios. Yeah, that's where we are. John Guyton Studios. Happy to be here. Glad that you're with me. Look, here's what we're gonna do. If you haven't been here before, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. The way this works is you go in the comments. You can put whatever word you want. If you're watching this right now, put whatever word you want in there. You can put something you're thinking about, something you're struggling with. It doesn't matter what you put in there. I'm going to turn that into a motivational talk right now. Like literally as soon as this little song is over, I'm just going to jump right into it. 3 to 5 minutes, no preparation or anything like that. Just boom, we're going to jump right in. Sometimes it's a challenge. Sometimes it's serious. Sometimes it's a mix of both. You really never know. But if you could use some motivation today, then we'll do it live. So, shout out to all my folks on Facebook. I see you. Instagram, what's good? What's good, Vince? I see you on LinkedIn, and I see you on YouTube. So I'm watching the chat in two different places. I'm hitting the buttons today, so, bear with your boy. But, throw a comment in there, man. I'm ready. I'm ready for you. I'm ready for you. And then, we'll get into it. So kind of like those, those videos where people freestyle and they'll just, hey, give me something to freestyle about. Then they freestyle. It's like that, but I'm not going to freestyle. I'm just going to give you a motivational talk. Yeah. So a little something for you to get you going, get you rolling. So, that's how we do. You know what I mean? It's, it's motivation on demand. It's what it is. Here, I'd like to show you guys the studio, but Instagram, it looks all funny, but it looks good for everybody else. Check out the studio real quick, and back to me. I just like hitting the buttons. Let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it real. I like hitting the buttons. All right, what do we got? Let's see here. All right, I see you. Money. All right, make money. Okay. Cool. All right. Don't forget, you guys can still comment, but here we go. We got make money. All right. I was at a meeting earlier today, and I got a really interesting message that I'm gonna take from some of that today. He said, you got to know the difference between motivation and motive. And you need both of them. And at first I was kind of confused. Like, what does he mean, motivation and motive? And he says, look, if you wake up and it's raining outside, it's cold or what have you, you may not feel like getting up and going to work. You may not feel like getting up and taking care of business or doing the things that are required. So what is it that gets you up and actually going? So what he was saying was motivation is you saying, hey, look, I want to make money. Right? I got to make money. So you get out there and you go because it's motivation, right? Because you got to go, maybe it's care for your family or take care of somebody who's sick or you want a new boat or whatever. You want to maintain your lifestyle. You want to grow your lifestyle. So maybe money is the thing that motivates you, or maybe recognition is the thing that motivates you, or maybe some sort of, maybe it's a trip, a chairman's council trip that motivates you to get out and get going, right? And let's say you got to meet with customers, or you got to do some things like that. But then, do you want to bring that same motivation to your interactions? Do you want to have conversations with people with that same motivation? I want to make money. It's okay to want to make money, of course. Everybody wants to do that, right? But do you want to bring that motivation into your interactions? Like, I'm trying to make money, how does that show up? Versus, what's your motive, right? And so your motive is closely tied to your why. It's why in the world are you doing what you're doing? So if you're in sales, of course, your objective is to make money. That's what motivates you to make the calls or make the emails or whatever, right? If you're an author, you're motivated to sell books. Yeah, I get that. But what's your motive? Two different things. The motive. So if you're in insurance, If you're in insurance right now and you're like, okay, motivation, I want to make chairman's council. Motivation, I want to be the top dog in the company. Okay, cool. Motive, I want to protect businesses and their families. I want to give people peace of mind. I want to make sure that when you lay your head down at night, you don't have to worry about these little things. That's what I do. It's like, oh, that's different. And you can put in the comments what you do, and I'll throw that in as well. The difference between motivation and motive. If you are an entrepreneur, you're running a business, or you start new software. Let's say you got a new software for marketers, right? It's just amazing software and it does amazing things. And you say, look, okay, what's your motivation to do all the things that you're doing? It's like, well, of course, I want to build this big company and I want to, great. What's the motive? It's like, hey, I went through this as a marketer. I understand the game. And so I want to help others. I'm building the tool that I wish I had. And so my motive is to get out there and share with people the same thing that I wish I had. Right? So what's your motivation? Right? You can put it in the comments there. Some platforms are more active than others. What's your motivation? Right? What motivates you to get up and go out every single day and do what it is you do? What's your motivation? What's the thing? Is it a family? Is it a spouse? Is it a child? Right? Is it ailing grandparents or parents? Is it medical bills? Is it a certain lifestyle you want to get? Is it not related to money at all? Is there something else that motivates you when it's cold, when it's inconvenient, when you've got to go the extra mile just to get out of bed, when you're not feeling your best? Thanks, Bryce. What is your motivation? I want to know. What's your motivation? What's the thing that gets you up out of bed? What's the thing that says, okay, go? You know what I mean? If you have that discipline to do it, where does it come from? And then when you're out, what's your motive? What's your motive? What's the real reason? Doesn't matter if you could be selling ice cream. You could be selling ice cream. You could be changing tires. You could be doing insurance. You could be building software. It doesn't matter what you could be running a company that leases Duffy boats. It doesn't matter what you do. It does matter, but it still applies no matter what you do. What is your motive? If you're selling ice cream, what's your motive? Well, what does ice cream do? I don't sell ice cream, but if I did sell ice cream, it'd probably be to give people something that they can use to celebrate and bring families together with a nice, time-tested treat. You know what I mean? Whatever the case may be. But enough about this fictitious ice cream dealer. What about you? Van, what's your motivation? Bryce, what's your motivation? Vince, what's your motivation? Tara, what's your motivation? Thomas, what's your motivation? Sam, what gets you up out of bed? What is the reason that you do what you do when you don't feel like it? What is it? What's the one thing that you get yourself out of bed? You say, look, I don't feel like doing what I'm doing, but I'm going to do it anyway. So Bryce says 2, 3, 4 generations from now. So Bryce is thinking about the future. That's what gets him up. That's what gets him out of the door. Okay, great. You're thinking 2, 3, 4 generations from now. Fantastic. Fantastic. And if you don't know, I would say that you probably just hadn't thought about it in this way. But think about this, right? Your motivation. What's the thing that gets you out of bed? It's like, well, you can finish a sentence that says, look, I'm doing this for something outside of yourself. I'm doing this for. It doesn't have to be profound. I mean, Bryce hit us with 2, 3, 4 generations from now. That's great. But it could be like rent, bills. You know what I mean? What gets you out of bed when you don't feel like? It's like my car payment. That works too. That could be you. Hey, there you go. Your daughter. There you go, Van. Of course. Yeah, your daughter. Because your daughter, look, a while ago I said do what's required. Don't do your best. Don't do your best because, Van, your daughter doesn't care about you doing your best. She wants you to do what's required. So it doesn't matter that you feel the best when you wake up. What matters? Your daughter needs to eat. Your daughter needs clothes. Your daughter needs comfort. Your daughter needs to be protected. So you got to get up and you got to go. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Bryce says, my motive is driving my decisions today. Know they will impact those generations. Wow. My motive is driving my decisions today, knowing that they'll impact those generations. That's pretty profound, man. Van, I'm glad that you found your motivation. That's your motivation. Now, I would say, again, that's a decent, as long as it's not emergent. That's also, it's a great motive, right? It's a great motive, right? You help people. It's like you could literally say, look, I'm working with you the way that I would want somebody to treat my daughter. I'm speaking to you the way that I would want somebody to speak to my daughter, Van. That's kind of how that works. Yeah, so again, motivation, cool. Everybody needs that. Get up. Go do what you got to do. You don't feel like it? Do it anyways. I got you. But then what's the motive? Because I'm telling you, if you bring that, I got to make money. I got to pay my bills. You're going to come out in the marketplace and look like, you're going to look thirsty. You're going to look like a fiend or something, like you just, desperation. Nobody likes to deal with desperate folks. Not like that. Not like that. You don't want to bring that desperate energy. You don't want to bring that high-strung energy. You want to motive. Put yourself in the shoes of the person you speak with. Whoever you're talking to, whoever you're serving, whoever your customer is. Whoever your customer is, right? You think about them and you say, this is my motive. My motivation, I got to make that money. But my motive, I'm helping solve a problem in your life. And it's up to me to bring that to you. Yeah. Just like I brought you this episode of Motivation on Demand. That's how that works. Listen, I've been out and about today. This is the first day I've been able to smell and breathe out of my nose in like 3 days. These allergies have been crazy. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful, y'all. I've been out a couple of times. Hey, appreciate you, Bryce. Hey, you got it. Keep going. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yeah, good to see you, man. You're looking sharp. I'll tell you, you guys, just understand the difference between your motive and your motivation, all right? Get out there and do what you got to do, right? And nobody's really interested in your excuses. Make it happen. Let's go. I'm John Guyton. This is John Guyton Studios, and you've watched another episode of Motivation on Demand. You say the words on your comments. I say them in the talk. So you made it easy on me today. We're just having a conversation, but I appreciate y'all. I'm getting my voice back. I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right? Peace. Kind of, because, I got to press the buttons and stuff. So you're going to still see me, but it's over. It's done. I'll let y'all later.